During the special legislative session of 1876, the Texas legislature created Alta Vista College for colored youth. The place was selected by a group hired by the governor, board of commissioners, headed by Ashbel Smith, a former plantation owner. The interesting thing is that those commissioners made their way to Edwin Waller, again, who Waller County is named after, and he brought them to his cousin's plantation, which was owned by Helen Mar Swearingen Kirby, which had fallen on hard times, the Alta Vista plantation. She sold this plantation to the state of Texas. She moved to Austin, where Edwin Waller had chosen that site for the capital of the Republic of Texas and served as his first mayor. And when they opened up the University of Texas, Ashbel Smith became the president of the University of Texas, and Mrs. Kirby became the first dean of women. So again, that connection of the story. The first 8 young men were not able to come to Prairie View until 2 years later. They showed up on March 11, 1878. One of the reasons was that they had to find youth that were capable of going to college, because prior to 1865, it was illegal to educate African Americans in any form or fashion, especially teaching them the basics of how to read or write. Prairie View A&M University is a federal land-grant university by designation, and as being such, it concentrates on teaching, research, and service. The idea of the land grant is that anybody, any citizen, should be able to come to the land grant, whether they have an issue with juveniles or have an issue with farming, should be able to come to the land grant to receive assistance. Once they knock at the door of the land grant, then the scientists are able to go with that person out to the location, whether it's a farm or community, look at the issue, bring students out, do research on the issue, find out what causes the problem, and come up with some solutions, bring it back to the land grant, study it in the classroom as a teaching experience, and then take the knowledge learned back out to the citizens. So it's an ebb and flow of knowledge from the community to the land grant, where the students really are the beneficiary as well as the community. And University College is a program for all freshman students. They go through this experience at University College, where it's a managed freshman experience where they have their own facilities. They have 2 tour rooms, so they get the dormitory experience. They have counselors in each facility to be there with them, to help them through any type of social issues or academic issues. They have advisors that cater just to them to make sure that that freshman experience is a very successful experience. Prairie View was also very successful under the administration of Dr. Hines to come up with privatized housing. American campus communities came on board and started phase 1 and phase 2 in privatized housing. And that became a model for other universities to emulate. As we move forward in the history of our great university, we're also reminded that as the principals and presidents came to Prairie View, they had to struggle to really make the place stand out and be the type of institution that it was designed to be in the Constitution of 1876. The sidewalks were there, the trees, the grasses, the whole outlook. So in the words of Dr. George Carlton Wright, our current president, the best is yet to come.